Hola, ¿cómo estás? Okay, we're going to be looking at chapter 12 today, so capítulo 12. If you can go ahead and turn in your book to página 351, so page 351. This is the last chapter of the book. So we're going to be going through the conversation and vocabulary from this chapter. Okay, it has a little bit for us about how to write letters. I know we don't send letters as our primary means of communication, but there's still you might do business letters. You should still do thank you notes, and so it's good to know the polite way to write a letter. You might need to at some point. Okay, so the first thing we have there is querido or cuida, of course, depending on whether you're writing to a man or woman, and that means dear. You can see that it's from kind of the same root as querer, which they sometimes use for love. So that's kind of where that comes in. Then we have gracias por, thank you for. You put whatever there. Te echo mucho de menos. I miss you a lot. Dale un saludo a tu hermano de mi parte. Tell your brother hello from me. Kind of like give a greeting to your brother on my part. If you know, that's kind of what it looks like. Un saludo or abrazo de. So a greeting would be saludo, and then abrazo is a hug. So depending on who you're writing. And con cariño, affectionately. Okay, and you sign the name. All right, and they show here how they write on envelopes. Okay, and then later on that page we have this conversation box. ¿Sabes si Silvia rompió con Rogelio? Did you know that Sylvia broke up with Rogelio? ¿Qué noticias tienes de Juan? What news do you have of Juan? ¿Sigues trabajando en la biblioteca? Are you still working in the library? Ya sabes que Pablo se va a casar. Do you know that Pablo is going to marry? Might translate out, that Pablo's getting married. No lo vas a creer, pero una amiga me invitó a Bolivia. You're not going to believe it, but a friend invited me to Bolivia. Okay, the next conversation box on the next page, 352. ¿A dónde fuiste el verano pasado? Where did you go last summer? Fui a la costa. I went to the coast. ¿Qué hiciste? What did you do? No hice nada. I did nothing, or I didn't do anything. Bueno, me hice amigo de un ecuatoriano. Well, I became friends with someone from Ecuador. Okay, and then on the following page, el viernes pasado nos quedamos en un albergue juvenil. And this is last Friday, we were staying at a youth hostel. So a lot of other countries will have, I don't know if you've heard of hostels in Europe, but a lot of times it's a place where you can stay very inexpensively. It's kind of like a hotel, but definitely not as fancy. And often there'll be multiple people staying in a room. It's kind of like camp, sort of, I guess might be a good way to describe it. But they're very common in a lot of other countries. It's like a hotel, but not private and not luxurious. More like a dorm room kind of situation where you'd have multiple people staying in a room, sharing a bathroom. But it's a really cheap way to maybe travel. Pero al día siguiente dormimos en un hotel. But the following day we slept in a hotel, or the next day. El día anterior dormimos en una tienda de camping. But the day before we slept in a tent. 2 días después nos fuimos para Los Angeles. So 2 days later we went to Los Angeles. En mayo pasé una semana entera en San Diego. In May we spent an entire week in San Diego.